Unit 1, Happiness, pages 5 and 6, Lesson A, Reading, Track 1-1. Is there a recipe for happiness? What makes us happy? Money? Friends? A good job? Are the answers the same for everyone? According to world surveys, Mexico and Singapore are two happy countries, but their people may be happy for different reasons. Safety and security. There are more than 19,000 people per square mile in the small nation of Singapore. People on the island work an average of 70 hours per week. The country has strict laws, for example, against littering, graffiti, and even for not flushing a toilet. But according to the World Database of Happiness, Singapore is the happiest country in Asia. Why? One reason for Singapore's happiness is that the government provides the basic necessities, such as jobs and housing. There is almost no poverty, and Singapore has one of the lowest levels of unemployment in the world. The government creates jobs for people who are unemployed. It tops up poorer people's income so everyone can have a minimum standard of living. The government also offers tax breaks to people who look after their aging parents. This may be why 84% of older people live with their children. The result is a lot of closely connected families with roughly equal standards of living. People may not all be happy about the laws, but they are generally happy with the results. They don't step in litter, the public toilets work, and the streets are safe and clean. So for Singaporeans, it seems that living in a secure, clean, and safe place may be more important than having a lot of personal freedom. As Dr. Tanern Sur of Singapore's Institute of Policy Studies explains, if you are hopeful and confident of getting what you want in life, then you are happy. Friends and neighbors. In many ways, Mexico is the opposite of Singapore. There are some parts of Mexico where people do not have a safe or secure life. Many people do not have jobs, enough food, or access to education. But, as in Singapore, most people in Mexico feel that they are happy. Why? One reason is the importance of socializing. According to psychologists, much of our happiness comes from remembering the small joys that happen throughout the day. Simple acts of socializing, such as talking with a neighbor or having dinner with friends, can greatly increase our overall happiness. People in Mexico socialize with family and friends a lot, and this adds to their happiness. But what about poverty? In Mexico, about half of the population is poor. However, most people in Mexico live near people in a similar financial situation. If your neighbor doesn't have expensive items, such as a big house or an expensive car, you don't feel the need to have those things. So money, by itself, may not be so important for happiness. What matters more is how much money you have compared to the people around you. A mixed recipe? So the question, what makes people happy, does not seem to have a simple answer. Work, security, safety, freedom, and socializing with friends and family can all play important roles. As the example of Singapore and Mexico suggest, there may be no single recipe for happiness. The good news is that we can each find our own.